Anybody ever seen Meek Mill really throw a punch on anybody? Anybody? Has anybody ever said like, yeah, that nigga Meek Mill really whooped his ass? Peace and blessings, you ugly mofos, and welcome to another episode of He Rants. I'm your host, Felix Long Trousers. Man, check this out, man. This is the first time on He Rants, so I just want to let you know I'm just a random guy who likes to talk about random stuff that interests me, and I feel like I need to inform you guys about it. And if that sounds sexy or attractive to you, make sure you subscribe to your boy. Make sure you hit the post notification while you're at it. That way you'll be one of the first people to hear the voice of Long Trousers. My voice is also sensual, and at the same time, leave a like, man, because I'm really insecure and lets YouTube know I'm making some stand-up, pretty decent content. You know what I'm saying? At the same time, you gotta buy the merch. Mofo. Men offering females orgasms because we're so humble. Link in the description box below. Let's not waste no more time though. Let's get straight into the first story. We got to talk about a Chicago man by the name of Anthony Davis, right? Anthony Davis, the reason why he's in the news, right, which is kind of funny though, because Anthony Davis for the Los Angeles Lakers is actually from Chicago too. It's crazy. I bet he wouldn't want to have this person's name right now though. But Anthony Davis, the reason why he's in the news is because apparently he went on Facebook Live right after being caught masturbating. So apparently Anthony Davis was on Facebook Live, which is funny, right? Because who really gets on Facebook Live? If you're gonna get on live, you gotta get on IG Live, right? That's where everybody be at. Nobody be on Facebook like that. Or maybe I'm mistaken. I don't know, man. But I feel like IG Live is where it is. That's where the Tataminas come out to play. Because Facebook is more family oriented, right? So some girls on Facebook, they can't be their thoughtness. They can't say the thought stuff that they like to say. Even guys can't say the wild stuff that they want to say. But on IG, most of the time they have their parents blocked. Their loved ones are usually blocked. So they're able to go wild, twerk videos and all that stuff. You don't see as much twerk videos on Facebook. So that's why I don't really try to say that. But I digress though, right? So apparently what happened was there's mixed stories with this, right? One story is that the dude, Anthony Davis, right, apparently they didn't hear from him and they believe that he might have something wrong with his head mentally, which wouldn't be surprised when you really think about it, right, the whole Facebook Live thing. So pretty much the mom felt like this guy, we have to look out for him. Where is he at? We haven't seen him in some time, right? So they did a welfare check, right? Welfare check, called the police, like, yo, we haven't seen him in a certain amount of time. Can you go ahead and look for this guy, right? So they find him, they pull up on him, and he just finished busting a nut. And the reason why we know this is because he said it while he was on live. I just finished busting a nut. So this is where the mom comes in, right? And I know you're a mom, right? But right after I just heard my son say he just busted a nut, right? And he's by himself, all right, laying on a couch. And I know there's no female at all. I think I'll refrain from touching him. This is how you know the mother loves this guy, right? Because she walks up to him and is immediately like, come on, babe, we gotta go, right? And he's just like, no, don't touch me, blase, blase, right? And keep in mind, when he pushed her away, he used his right hand, right? Majority of people are right-handed. So you should imagine that if he's right-handed, right, he's probably was yanking that thing with the right hand. This is common sense, unless he's ambidextrous, right? Which would be freaking amazing when you think about it, being ambidextrous, right? When it comes to Jack. But once again, I digress, right? So he touched her, he pushed her away. But not only when he pushed her away, if you look closely, you can see that he had a tissue in his hand. So people understand sometimes when you have to release the juices, you always have to have the tissue on standby, because once it gets real, it gets real. It splats everywhere. So you don't want to get too messy. So you might have the tissue sometimes by the base. So if it drizzles down, it goes down to the base. Or well, if it sprays somewhere, you have tissues around the area. Just to imagine as if you're a sprayer sometimes, right? It's just one of those things as a man, right? But the thing is that he had in his hand, he touched her, so I'm pretty sure some residue may have grazed upon the mother. Me, as a father, if that happened to me, I think at that point I realized I wouldn't have a son. But like I said before, this guy might have some type of mental problem. I'm not sure. It doesn't really confirm it, right? It doesn't really confirm it in the article. But the thing is, right, I understand his pain, because once you have that nut, and I feel like women can understand this too. Once you've had that nut, you want to relax, right? It's not something you want to see police come in. After you have that nut, your body, your muscles relax. Everything is just like down and mellow. You just want to chill. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even a cigarette smoker. I want to hit a cigarette, right? Just to be like, yo, I've done it. I've accomplished some work. Probably close your browsers. If you're like me, what I like to do, I like to We gotta talk about the guy DMX, man. DMX, he was recently having an interview on Drink Champs and everything while he was talking about Pharrell. And Pharrell, you know, being on Noriega's podcast and everything. And when he was on the podcast, he made sure he spoke about that he pays taxes, right? And why he would snitch without any remorse, right? And DMX, he heard this and he did not take that very kindly. He doesn't really like the exposure and the promotion of snitching. So I talked about this video before with the whole Pharrell thing, and I feel Pharrell because I'm the same type of person, right? If I had nothing to do with the crime, right, and people are coming to me like, oh, you did this, I might tell. Unless I'm actually in the situation. If I'm actually in the situation, you guys come back to this video, I want to let you know that I would not tell, right? Listen, I'm not a snitch, right? If it's gonna keep me alive, I will not tell. But if you did not watch this video, I would definitely tell. I'm definitely telling, son. I'm not going to jail for nobody, son. My butt only takes things going out. I'm not even getting a prostate exam. That's how serious. I'm so serious. But you guys want to go out here and be like, oh my God, no, snitches get stitches. Yeah, snitches get stitches, right? But I tell you what snitches don't get. Anally plugged by another man's penis. You can keep that to yourself. So DMX clarified, right? He said he felt like it was effed up, right? He felt like he didn't really like the fact that this guy was glorifying getting everything and saying like, listen, I pay taxes, right? I think Pharrell, that's what Pharrell said. He said, yo, I pay taxes. I'm a civilian at the end of the day, and I feel like I have the right to have the FBI on speed dial and everything, right? And so the guy DMX was like, yo, he didn't really like that. It's like it's the difference between you saying that, yes, I'm a snitch, like I'm a snitch because I didn't do the crime and everything, right? I'm not gonna go down for somebody else's crime and everything, as opposed to I actually have the FBI on speed dial, right? Meaning that it's like, yo, I'm just here just to tell. If I see any type of crime, I got my hat on and everything. I'm calling the feds. I'm like, listen, these guys are doing some stuff across the street. I'm calling the police, bro. I want this to stop. Let's take this guy down. Let's make a deal or something like that. He didn't say that last part, but that's what I feel like I would say. Like if I ever got caught up in anything like that, unless you're watching this video and I am like, now that you know I just committed a crime or something, and you guys, then I wouldn't. But if I was caught up, I'm definitely I'm taking a deal. This anally rape thing is not a joke, guys. Once you get anally raped, there's no going back. That's it. Your butt is gone. Right? This is what people don't understand, right? Because I watched the movie Lockdown. The guy killed the guy who raped him in the beginning of the movie and everything, right? You know, he was getting raped throughout the whole movie, and he finally got the guts and killed the guy. But you have to understand this. Even if you killed that guy, he still raped you. He still took your butt. You can't take that away, right? It's kind of like when girls say like, oh, this guy didn't smash well, so they try to deny the body, right? They're like, oh, you know, I had 5 bodies and he would be my 6th, but I'm not even gonna count him. I'm just gonna make it seem like that never happened. It happened. It doesn't matter. It happened. You still got smashed. You know what I'm saying? So no matter what you do, you're still going. Even if I come back kill the guy, my butt got taken. So I can't take that away. I've been a butt taken. Is that a thing? A butt? I'm a butt giver. At the end of the day, I feel like this. Don't do the crime, right? When you do the crime, you do the time. Unless you're able to be an informant, unless you're able to plead your case to the police, man. Because listen, listen, like I said before, man, you don't have to do the good cop, bad cop stuff to me. The moment you come in there, you tell me like, listen, we don't really got much on you guys, right? You know what I'm saying? You get me with, we don't really got much, right? But we got enough for you to get 90 days of probation. 90 days of probation? You got no jail time but probation. You think I'm not squealing on the whole organization? You think I'm not gonna take this organization down? You're gonna give me 90 days of 90 days? We gotta talk about Meek Mill and the whole beef with Wack 100, right? Actually, before I talk about that, I didn't have time to make a video yesterday. We gotta talk about this whole situation that happened with Meek Mill and Tekashi 6ix9ine, right? Listen, this is what I realized, right? And this is why I try to ask people, if there's anybody who's subscribed to me from Philly, do you guys really like Meek Mill, son? Or is this just something that you feel like you guys just have to do at this point, right? Is it kind of like you having a son, right? You have a son, the son is like unathletic, he's just a dweeb, just a loser, right? He's not able to do anything, but it's like he's still your son, so you gotta love him, you gotta protect him at all costs. Is that what Philly has with Meek Mill at this point, son? Because listen, I think at this point we've all seen the video, right, with the whole altercation that they had outside the club and everything. And Tekashi 6ix9ine was outside waiting for Meek Mill with the security, and they both had security. They were both securityed up, right? Two pussy guys just going at it left and right, son. And when you think about it, I really thought it looked like a lesbian porno scene, to be honest with you. You got that joke though, right? It was like lesbian porn scene because they called them pussies. Kind of like they're scissoring because you got the joke. When you saw the footage and everything, it was hilarious, right? It seemed like two kids just going back and forth, right? And it's one of those situations like they both had security and everything, right? And it was hilarious to see 6ix9ine talking about like, oh, this guy got police officers, he got security and police officers. Oh, he's a rat. That's from 6ix9ine. That's hilarious. You know what I'm saying? That was hilarious. It was funny. I don't know if he did that on purpose or what, but listen, I'll give 6ix9ine this, right? He apparently has a new docu-series coming out. I don't know where it's being released, on Netflix or something like that. I'm not sure who's gonna watch it. I'm probably gonna watch it just off the strength. I just want to see. I just want to laugh, honestly. That's the reality of it, right? But this whole situation, right? This whole situation was funny off the strength that they were just he was really trying to lunge towards Meek Mill, right? And you can make the argument that he was just lunging because he knows somebody's going to hold him back, right? And at the same time, Meek Mill, when you looked at Meek Mill's face, right? I'm not going to lie, he looked like he was scared. And keep in mind, I think what's the name was like 5'6". Meek Mill was like 6'1", maybe. Height difference, it doesn't mean anything. You can jump, you can swim, bro. If you hit the stomach or you hit the nuts or something like that, hey, listen, there's no rules in fighting. I'm not saying I agree with hitting the nuts, but listen, when you're at 6ix9ine's level, son, anything is possible, right? When you're at the point of 6ix9ine, bro, 6ix9ine can definitely hit you with a steel chair in the middle of the fight. I think people would be like, yeah, that seems like 6ix9ine type stuff. You feel me? At this point, but the way Meek Mill raps, right? You would think that he's really about that G gangster life. You know what I'm saying? That thug life. You feel me? I was expecting him to really go out there and really start swinging and stuff, but he really stayed behind his police officers. A lot of people might make the excuse for him and saying like, oh, he probably just didn't want to go back to prison and all that stuff. He didn't want to go to jail because he on probation and everything like that, and he got it recorded, and they might use this to press charges on him, and they look at what's the name as an informant, maybe he's untouchable, all that stuff. Listen, I can hear all that, right? But I don't care. I don't care, sir. Meek Mill's the same dumbass that was on probation and decided to go to an award show all the way in LA when he knew he wasn't allowed to leave Pennsylvania. You talking about now he wants to care, son? No, I don't care about that. You might say, yeah, because it's a fight. No, fight this guy. This guy waited for you outside the club. You understand how pussy he thinks you are, son, at this point, son? He thinks you are a cat. That was another pussy joke. I don't know if you guys beat that pussy. And the thing that made me lose a lot more respect for Meek Mill, not that there was that much respect left for him anyways, right? It was the fact that he spit on 6ix9ine, right? He said that, and he bragged about it. He said he spit on 6ix9ine. So that goes back to what I said before, because you can spit. Spitting on somebody is classified as an assault. So you assaulted him, but you didn't put your hands on him. It doesn't seem like you're not threatening, you're not scary, right? So Wack 100, right? He caught wind of this just like everybody else, and he called them out. It's like, yo, it's rats up. You know what I'm saying? You are talking all this, the same exact stuff I said. You were talking all this, but you saw the guy straight up to your face. You didn't do anything. You stayed behind your security. You let him stay behind his security. He said if it was him, he would have had his group and their group go at it. They tussled out. They really fought it out. If it's really just street stuff, but you're not really about that life. And listen, people have to understand, Meek Mill ain't that guy, son. He's not scary. He's not threatening. Are you guys nervous about, like, if Meek Mill really ran up to you, are you guys really scared? I'm not scared of Meek Mill, son. I'm not. I'm really not. I'm not even scared to say that. He could run up. If he fights me, he has to fight me by himself, son. He can't come up with his entourage. Anybody can pull up to a squad of people, son. See me off the one-on-one. But he looked like he was scared to fight 6ix9ine, which makes me believe 6ix9ine will whoop that ass. Yeah, I said it. So Wack 100 was like, put the cameras down, put your fist up, right? You know what I'm saying? But So Meek Mill, he didn't like that, right? He caught wind of that. He really didn't like that, so he started going at Wack 100. I think Birdman's birthday was today or yesterday or something like that, and he left a comment. Wack 100 left a comment saying like "Happy Birthday." Meek Mill was all there, just getting on his ass, being like, "Yo, hop off of Birdman's dick" and all that stuff, right? And he's going on other comments that this guy has commented on, just going at Wack 100. This is what I'm trying to. You have to understand, Meek Mill at this point, he's showing his feminine traits, right? He's showing he's really a woman, and he ended all this whole tirade of going at Wack 100 at this point, right? And I think he's also made a diss track to 6ix9ine and all that. But he went on this whole thing just going after the comments and then he eventually said, "Listen, DM me your number. Once you DM me your number, we can settle this up man on man type stuff, right? And let's keep it a stack. Let's keep it real. Do you guys really think Meek Mill is really about it, son? I'm really gonna follow up on this story, son, because this is interesting. Is Wack 100 and Meek Mill's gonna tussle it out, son? Just off the fact, have anybody ever seen Meek Mill really throw a punch on anybody? Anybody? Has anybody ever said like, yeah, that nigga Meek Mill really whooped his ass? Son, let's keep it stack. Look at his Dream Chasers album. Look at his album. Look at his album. Look at his. He got his ass whooped by somebody, bro. You can say he got jumped. I don't care. What was his squad at? He got his ass whooped, bro. His face is tore up on this joint, bro. What? Show me somebody's face that was like, damn, that nigga Meek Mill really whooped that nigga. You can't find one. You can't find one. When it comes to 6ix9ine, man, at the end of the day, people have to understand that this is all publicity for him, man. He's just doing this to get big at the same time. And he banked on the fact that this guy Meek Mill wouldn't swing on him, and he was right, right? But he got spat on. He got spat on, though, which is really disrespectful. And at the same time, I don't know who I look at as more of a kitten at this point. I don't know who I look at it more as a kitten, because, I mean, cuz really waiting for him outside the club. Granted, it could all, like I said, publicity. The docu-series is coming out. Like I said, I'm going to watch it, but let's see what happens. I'm gonna follow up on this, man, to see if this guy Meek Mill really squares off with Wack 100. I'd pay to see that fight. But that's all the news I got for today, man. If you stayed this long, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you for showing your boy support. Make sure you subscribe, and at the same time, hit the post notification. Be one of the first people to hear the voice long trousers every time when I drop the video. You know what the hell I meant. You know what I'm saying? And at the same time, man, leave a like, man. Twitter, I'm really insecure. Let YouTube know that I'm doing some pretty good stuff, right? Make some decent content. At the same time, you gotta buy the merch, mofo, and offering females orgasms because we're so humble. Link in the description box below. But that's all I gotta say. Peace and blessings, you ugly mofos. And I'm out.